Hey, my beautiful people, welcome to my channel, Taste of Divinity. It's your girl, Tastee. Hey, how you doing? So this week we're going to be doing the What Do I Do Now / next spread. I really love this spread, you guys. I feel like it gives you so much information. It's like gold. This spread gives you gold, baby. It gives you gold. So the way that I do the orders of my readings is based off of, who had the most views last week. So if you want your videos earlier in the week, get your views up, share the video, share with people who you feel like can get something from it, etc. and etc. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. I hope you're able to get something here that you could find useful to yourself. If you would like, you can hit that subscription button and get your energy in the mix. And if you want to be notified on when I post my videos, hit the little bell notification next to the subscription bar. I'm going to do my best to post every single week. I can say that much. And as y'all already know, that the message that comes out is intended for whoever it's supposed to be for. It's not going to resonate for every Aries that's out there. However, the story that comes out is intended for whoever it is supposed to be for. So use your intuition when it comes to receiving messages. Check out other signs in your chart if this does not resonate with you. The first card is where I'm at currently. So if that's not where you're at currently, then it is more than likely not your story right now. My readings are timeless, so it could be something that will resonate later on down the road. So if you want to look at it, you can still look at it. I will say that I am taking personals now. So if you want a more personal reading with your energy, most definitely email me. My email is in the description box, and I can send you the price list. But other than that, I do feel like that is everything. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So what the spread is going to hit on is where I'm at currently, where I would like to go, where I need to focus on in order to get to where I need to go, possible obstacles, and how to overcome the obstacles. You feel, look at that? I swear, it's like, wow, bro, you giving me all the secret sauce. You spilling all the tea, baby. And you know how it is, you guys. You gotta drink the tea with our pinky up because we some classy beings over here. You feels me? Classy peoples over here. We exclusive over here. So we gonna do everything with our pinky up. So let's go ahead and get started with the positive affirmation card. Then we're gonna get to the tarot. Then we're gonna end with oracle like always. So thank you so very much. Holy Spirit, Mother Goddess, Father God, Archangel, Spirit God, Universe, and Ancestors, for you to be a clear channel and a clear beacon of light. So what positive affirmation would you like to start my Aries off with? Can you show me through it, please, Spirit? Okay. So we have, I have the perfect living space. So it says, I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all of my needs and desires. It's in a beautiful location and at a price that I can afford. Hey, do you hear me? I'm ready for a new change of scenery. Then it says, all my relationships are harmonious. When we create harmony in our inner and, oh, my bad. When we create harmony in our inner minds and in our hearts, we will find it in our lives. The inner creates the outer always. So it's like, if I am internally at peace, then my external will reflect it in my relationships. So it's like saying, if there are problems in my relationships, it's because there's some inner work that I need to do. That's it. When it comes to how I solve the problems, how I see problems, etc., etc. So let's go ahead and get straight on your spread. So thank you so very much, Spirit. I appreciate you for allowing for me to receive this message from my Aries. So can you show me clearly where my Aries are at currently? Where are my Aries at currently? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. So where we're at currently, we have a Seven of Wands with the Magician card. So this is you tapping into your fighting spirit, having boundaries set up for yourself, having standards set up for yourself. You're really tapping into your ability to create. You're just like really protective over your power, really protective of your own power, your own creative abilities. I do feel like you feel like maybe people are trying to leech off your power. You feel like people are just asking too much of you, or you just feel like people are trying to use you, and you're really, really wanting to be protective over your energy, protective over the things that you can create, protective over the things that you are creating. So I do feel like you're tapping into your fighting spirit right now. This King of Cups and the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck, it's almost like this person is just feeling overworked or feeling overburdened by responsibilities because they keep doing a lot of things for a lot of different people. So it just sometimes make you feel really stagnant and stuck because you just feel like, you know, people aren't necessarily hearing you out, or they don't even care to hear you out. Ultimately, it's you expressing yourself, that you may possibly have an issue with, you know, like properly expressing yourself, your boundaries and stuff. But if you do feel like people are like trying to take advantage of you, trying to overwork you, taking your kindness for weakness, etc., etc., and you're just like, no, I'm not one to be played with. You know, like I might come off as this very kind person, I may come off as this very, very loving individual, but that does not mean that you can take my kindness for weakness. It doesn't mean that you can use me. It doesn't mean that, you know, I don't have boundaries or I don't have things that I want to create for myself. It doesn't mean that, you know. So it's beautiful. You really are tapping into your fighting spirit because you're kind of fed up. You're fed up and tired of the way people treat you. You're tired of silencing yourself. You're tired of feeling like, you know, yeah, you're just tired of people feeling like they can take advantage of you. You're tired of being something that you're not. You're tired of your reality not being the way you want it to be. You know, you're tired of not having peace in your own living space. You're tired of not feeling at peace. You're tired, and you're just like, you know what? I'm about to raise the standards on myself so that I can truly, truly have the life that I want for myself. Because I'm not incapable. You know that you're capable of creating the life that you want. So you're just like, you know, I'm going to raise the standards on myself, what I accept and what I don't accept, the things that I do, etc., and etc. So it's beautiful. It's very beautiful. So let's see where you would like to go. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? I do see that there is it's a little bit of mental blockages, though, when it comes to, because it's like you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but you also want to make sure you're standing up for what it is that you believe in as well. So I understand that. So let's see where you want to go. So can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? It's like, how can I stand up for myself while also, you know, not hurting this person's feelings or making them feel bad? You know, I feel you. So, where would my Aries like to go? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? Where would they like to go? Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands talks about taking a lot of action. That's the next step, because where you're at currently is the Seven of Wands, so you feel kind of defensive. You feel like, you know, you have to create standards and boundaries for yourself. So you're just like, right now I'm creating boundaries for myself. Right now I'm creating standards. Right now I'm tapping into my fighting spirit. Right now I'm fighting for what it is that I want to create in my world. Where I want to go is the next step. I want to start taking actions towards the things that I want to create. I want to take action towards the things that I want to focus on. I want to move. I want to move to a new location. I want to move to a new mental space. I want to move to a new energy. I want to move to another level. I do see that there's the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Cups and the High Priest. You want to trust in your intuition. You want to focus on trusting in your intuition. You want to focus on seeing the unseen. You want to focus on, you know, what your dreams are telling you. You want to focus on healing your heart. You don't want to focus on not being confused when it comes to the heartache that you feel, not being confused when it comes to the actions that you want to take, you know, not being confused when it comes towards, you know, what it is that you deserve in your life. Because with this Ace of Cups and this Page of Cups, it's just like, you know, I do have a lot of love to give. I don't need to close off my love. I don't need to pull back my love. I don't need to pull back my energy from the things that I love. You know, I just need to see, like, yeah, like, look, the King of Swords. It's like, I have a lot of love, even though, because the King of Swords, they're not going to show it. They're not going to show all their emotions or their love, because, you know, they like to come off as this strong, cold-hearted type of person. You know, like, they don't, it's because they want to protect themselves. They don't want to get hurt again. So, you know, they don't necessarily express their love openly. They express their love in other ways, you know, but they're not going to, like, be this emotionally vulnerable type of person. So even though they have this amount of love towards, particular projects, or this amount of love towards particular, just maybe even their own emotions, this is how they're going to show it. The Page of Cups is like, that's my freshman, someone who's not really, I guess, like emotionally mature, but I do feel like this is you purposely being that way, because you are just like, I love so much and I'm tired of getting hurt, and so I'm not going to, but I do feel like you don't want to be that way. You don't want to be that way. So I do feel like this is you wanting to focus on your healing process, wanting to focus on taking these swords out of your heart, um, doing heart chakra work, so you can open up to love, so that you won't feel like all the love offers are the things that fishy things will always happen. You see with that fish that's in that cup, so it's like they can have an overwhelming amount of gifts, an overwhelming amount of talents, overwhelming amount of opportunities that's presented to them, but they feel like it's fishy. They feel like something is going to go wrong, or something isn't quite right. So it's the internal thing. So it's just like, all my relationships are harmonious. We create harmony in our minds and in our hearts when we will find it in our lives when the inner is when the inner is at peace. So it's like the inner creates the outer always. So it's just like, internally you have to realize that you deserve love, that you see how this cup, this heart right here, this, like, they dream of having a divine type of love that makes it feels like they have butterflies in their stomach, but this is the reality. They have heart, they have spores in their heart, and it's dark and blah 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 that, so it's like, in reality, I have this much love to give, but I just feel like things can be fishy. In reality, I'm this gifted when it comes to, but do I really deserve to show my gifts? Do I really deserve to share my gifts? Do I really deserve to go after the things that I love and express the things that I love, and et cetera and et cetera? So I do feel like you're just wanting to move to the next level and focus on transforming yourself. Focus on transforming yourself. So let's see what you need to focus on in order to focus on this transformation, this new spiritual awakening that you're going through. Seeing the unseen, feeling the energy, and trusting the energy that you feel. Trusting the messages that you receive in your dreams, trusting the messages that you are receiving internally, the internal messages. So where it's like trusting your intuition. So it's just like, I do want to focus on, I do want to love, but not everybody is and not everybody's going to deserve my love, or my sacrifices, or my energy. And so I want to be able to trust my intuition to know who deserves my energy, and who deserves my time, and who deserves my efforts, and what creative projects do. What creative projects will get me to the life that I want. What things that I love will help me feel the way that I deserve to feel, etc., etc. How can I trust people? How can I trust the relationships around me? How can I trust myself? How can I trust my gifts to create the things that I want? So let's see here what you need to focus on to get to where you want to go. Show me clearly, please, Spirit, what my Aries need to focus on in order to get to where they want to go. Eights talk about abundance as well. So what you need to focus on in order to get what you want, we have the Justice card and 8 again. So some of y'all may have been saying 8. So 8, like I said, it talks about abundance, and the Justice card is like you being honest with yourself, taking responsibility for the actions that you're taking, the things that you're accepting, your own standards that you do have in place. And it's beautiful because right now you're creating better standards for yourself. So you're actually doing really, really good. You are. They want you to continue to focus on that. So it's like, if you want to move to the next level, okay, what are next level actions? What are next level thoughts? Like, what, if you're going to this new level, what actions do you need to take to get to this level? What things do you need to focus on to get to this level? So this is like looking at the cold hard facts of things, and cutting out things that don't bring you balance. Walking away from things that you do have a lot of love for, that you did have a lot of love for, that you feel like no longer serves your higher good, and no longer challenges you to be your best self. The 8 of Cups is like, I'm walking away from things so I can go to the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups talks about self-love, wish fulfillment, realizing that you have all these gifts and all these talents and all these skills. So the Justice card is like, that's Libra energy. Some of y'all can have that in your chart, but it's like bringing a balance into your life, bringing peace into your life, you know, focusing on your peace and cutting out things that don't bring you peace and don't bring you balance. This also talks about making your wrongs right. So if you feel like you need to go apologize to people to bring more balance into your life, if you feel like you need to cut out certain habits to bring more balance into your life, if you feel like you need to focus on other goals or other dreams or whatever you feel like will help you bring more peace and balance into your life, this is just you looking at it with honesty and clarity and saying, yeah, these are the actions that I need to take to help me get to where I need to go. It's literally raising the standards on yourself. It's like being clear and honest. You know, I'm not going to be taking my excuses. No, I'm not going to feed into that energy. No, I'm not going to feed into those thinking patterns. You know, am I doing my best? You know, am I really giving my all when it comes to the creative projects that I have? Am I really giving my all when it comes to the things that I love? Am I really giving it my all when it comes to creating my reality, or even trusting in myself, or focusing on my spiritual journey, etc., etc.? So this is legit. Just being honest with yourself when it comes to, and then cutting out the things that you feel like just don't deeply resonate with you anymore. We have Aries energy right here at the bottom of the deck. That's the Emperor card. So it's just like showing yourself love and compassion so that you can heal yourself, so that you can release this anxiety. With this Ten of Swords being here, this is like your old way of thinking, your old way of communicating, your communication patterns, your thinking patterns that did not serve you. And so with this Page of Swords, this is you becoming a freshman again. You're unlearning everything. You're releasing all this pain, all this anxiety, and you're giving yourself a new set of thinking patterns. You're giving yourself a new set way of communicating with people. So you're taking control of your life with this Emperor card. You're tapping into your energy to take control of, okay, what thought patterns do I want to feed into? What do I need to release? What have ended that I can't control, that I need to cut out of my life? So let's see what they say, possible obstacles you'll have. So thank you so very much, Spirit. I appreciate you. Being honest with yourself on the things you need to leave behind. And even if you need to leave these things behind currently, it doesn't mean that they are going to be left behind forever, you guys, because these are things you do have a lot of love for. Look at that. So, you know, it could be, I was not even going to say a person, I was going to say creative projects. You know, it could be you balancing out your masculine and your feminine more. And so you're just like leaving behind your feminine for a period of time to balance more your masculine out. Or you could be leaving particular friends, or maybe particular people that you love currently, just so that you can focus on things that are more important to you, because certain things are pulling you away from your goals and your dreams and the things that you want to create. Just because you're walking away from these things doesn't mean you don't love them, but it's just like I have to be able to keep my commitment to my commitment and guard to the things that I truly love and the things that I want to create in my life, so that I can be at peace. So let us see here. Possible obstacles. Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? Possible obstacles my Aries might encounter. So possible obstacles, we have the Two of Pentacles with the Death card. So this is Scorpionic energy, so some of y'all can have that in your chart. But with that Two of Pentacles, it's like you're going back and forth on the things that have ended. You're weighing your options, like, so it's like almost just putting your feet in the water. The Ten of Wands is just like, yo, release these burdens, release these responsibilities, release being something you're not. So you're either going, and this is like being honest with yourself about relationships that you need to cut out, that no longer serves you, that brings you a lot of anxiety, that you do have a lot of love for. You can continue to have a lot of love for them, but your energy, the energy you give to those people, are they serving you the way that you serve them? Do they make the same sacrifices the way that you make those type of sacrifices? Are they helping you get you closer to your goal? Are they actually taking you away from your goal? It's legit being honest with yourself. So with this Two of Pentacles, it's like you being in limbo when it comes to the transformations that you're taking. So it's just like one day I'm this transformed person, I'm a completely different individual, and then the next day I'm going back to my old ways. You know, so it's just like you do have to, like, and especially when it comes to certain relationships that you're bringing an end to, because it's just like I know that when I'm around this person, it brings out these behaviors in me. It brings out these thought patterns in me that I do not like. And so it's messing up the transformation that I'm undergoing because I can't completely detach from this individual. I can't completely detach from this thought pattern. I can't completely detach from whatever this is that you're putting your efforts in that does give you a lot of anxiety. Because it could be a person, this could also be some sort of job, or it could be, some sort of thing in this physical world. It's most definitely something in this physical world that triggers, things that's within you. It makes you, it flares up your pride and your ego. I can tell you that much. It most definitely do. And so, being in limbo when it comes to the things that you're bringing it into to allow for a transformation to take place. Sometimes, you guys, you do have to release certain things that you love so that it can grow. Sometimes you have to stop doing certain things that you love so that you can grow. So this could even be like creative projects, like I said, that's not serving what it is that you want to focus on right now. It's not to say you don't love those creative projects. You can come back to it, if you feel like it resonates with you as you continue to learn and grow about yourself. Learn more about yourself and grow yourself. So it'll be like, let's say, you have all these gifts. It's a lot of things that you want to do, and it's like you can, but it will just you if y'all remember the Seven of Cups, all those things that they had, you focus on all of these things at once, you're never really going to make progress on them. Like you're going to be, everything's going to move at 1%. Versus you focusing on the thing that you have a lot of love for, your strengths, focusing on your strengths, the things that you have a lot of love for, so that you can grow that. And when that's stable, then you can focus on growing something else. Once that's at an overflow, then you can focus on growing something else, another skill. So it's just like, focusing on your strengths versus your weaknesses. It's not to say that, your weaknesses aren't to be taken, into consideration. They are, but it's just like, you'll go much further in life if you ask yourself, what are your strong points? You ask yourself, what are your weak points too? And you find people around you who can help you with those things that you're weak at, because that's their strong point. So it's just like, you don't have to do everything. There are people out there that can help you do things that you may not be really good at. So let's say you're good at math, you're good at designing logos, you're good at promoting, but you're not really good at finding venues. You're not really good at haggling, or negotiating prices. You're not really good at decorating. So you find a business partner who has those things that they're good at. Instead of you focusing on, and it'll be easy. Let's say they're not really good at those things that you are. So it's like, now y'all are coming together and y'all are helping, building up on each other. And so it's just like, you're going to be learning. Your weaknesses are literally going to be built up on, because you're around that person. But it's like, you're not going to be spending so much time on your weak points when you can literally focus on your strengths and literally create some very beautiful things from the things that you are really, really good at. So it's just like, don't focus on the things that you don't really have a lot of love for, because you feel like you need to be good at that thing. Because it's only slowing down your progress when it comes to your own transformation, and then it's slowing down the progress of what it is that you can actually create in your life. So I do feel like that's your obstacle, just being in limbo when it comes to just, things that you need to end, this transformation that you're undergoing, that's taking place, maybe even tapping into your old ways of doing things, maybe even tapping into or investing in things that your new self would not invest in, shouldn't invest in, type of thing. Because the energy you need to focus on is being honest with yourself on the things you need to walk away from. And your possible obstacles is just going back and forth between those things that you ultimately know that this is not what I should be doing. You do know. That's all I can say. I'm not, because I see it's different for a lot of you guys on what exactly it is. Some of y'all, it's like a creative project. Some of y'all, it's a person. Some of y'all, it's literally your thinking patterns. Like, so, but I can tell you, So let's see what they say, how you can get through these obstacles of not being in limbo when it comes to this transformation. Being okay with this transformation, being okay with you transforming yourself, being okay with you raising your standards, being okay with you raising your standards around the people around you, being okay with things coming to an ending so you can allow for those things to grow, being okay with yourself growing. How can I get through these obstacles? Show me clearly, please. Queen of Cups. This talks about love, just showing yourself love, being compassionate, nurturing yourself, nurturing your gifts, nurturing your cup, nurturing things and people around you, even when things get rough and tough, even when you're feeling extra emotional, still being delicate with your emotions, being delicate with yourself, even if you feel like you done fucked up, just like, damn it, I did that thing that I was not supposed to do and that I know I wasn't supposed to do. Just being delicate with yourself. It's okay. You're gonna do better next time. Don't say it's okay to the point where it's just like you're gonna do it again. Just be like, no, let's be honest with herself. You knew better. You knew that was not what you were supposed to do, but I still love you anyway. You still deserve to be loved, and you're growing. And I'm proud of you for even acknowledging that, because some people delude themselves to make themselves feel better when it comes to them doing things that they know that they're not even supposed to do. So the fact that you're able to even acknowledge that is something beautiful. So yeah, speak life into yourself, baby. Come on. And this Temperance card just talks about being patient with yourself, being patient with yourself while you're undergoing this transformation, because sometimes you have to get so fed up with yourself. Sometimes the energy has to be built up to where you just get exhausted. You get exhausted with accepting certain things, certain treatments, certain energies. You get exhausted and fed up with accepting less from yourself. So just being patient with yourself as you're decluttering things, being patient with yourself as you're growing stronger within your own intuition, being patient with yourself as you're growing stronger with spirit, as you're undergoing this transformation, as you're opening up your heart, as you're learning to go after the things that you dream about in your life. Just being patient with yourself with that. So let's go ahead and start reading your oracle cards. So thank you so very much, Spirit. I appreciate you. So what additional messages do you have for my Aries? Can you show me clearly, please? Spirit, additional messages do you have for my Aries? Ooh, workaholic tried to come out. Oh, damn. I was not. I'm going to take them because I love y'all. And I'm going to read confusion. That's crazy that thing came back at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to read it. Confusion just talks about being okay with being confused, because like it says that you've been brought to this point for a reason, and just trusting that you've been led down this path for a reason, being okay with not knowing everything, but just knowing that you will find the answers when the answers are supposed to be revealed to you. There's nothing to solve. You're just here so that either people can understand their lesson or you can understand your lesson. Now it's the time you just think and reflect and see how you can be stronger within yourself, be at peace, love yourself, etc., etc. So we have forgiveness and we have gratitude and we have joy. So interesting. It's a lot of baby energy here. So let us see here. So some of y'all, this could be your childhood beliefs, nurturing a child that's within you. And some of y'all may actually be having a baby. So let's start off with joy. This talks about your solar plexus. This talks about your ability, your planning process when it comes to problems, whether it's logical or a scattered approach. So joy says this vibrational energy is walking on air. A pure essence of joy comes through detachment. Daisy Yellow brings us joy, but she does not experience it. Its purpose is to radiate what is inside. This powerful energy moves your projects forward. It's too detached to be creative, but will draw in assistance necessary to further your goals. So it's like someone who brings happiness to other people, but they don't authentically feel it themselves. And then it's also like tapping into that joy, the happiness that you feel, so that you can create the life that you want. Falling in love with the possibilities of things going right for you. So Joy says, let us jump and see what happens. Dancing Daisy represents a new joyous phase in life and a significant change, such as a move. Ooh, some of y'all are really moving. A new job or a marriage. This movement, this is the moment after the leap. You may not see where you are going, but you will land on your feet. Look at that. Being okay with the unknown. What can I do to invite happiness into my life? Being present is not the same as truly experiencing something. A conduit for joy, detached from joy, higher purpose, profoundly impacting lives, improve health, a birth, joyful playfulness and delight. This is so beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So let's go ahead to intuition. And by birth, you guys, like I said, some of y'all are birthing an actual baby, but some of y'all are birthing a new idea. You're birthing a new way of doing things. You're birthing, going after your creative projects and showing love towards your creative projects, things that you actually love to do. That's so exciting. I like the energy. So this the purple card talks about your own intuition. It talks about karmic lessons, karmic issues, things that you karmic issues that you have been brought into this world to break and work out. So it's like traits that you have unknowingly chosen to copy from your family origin, and it reflects your own awareness and reveals your willingness to do your own soul searching to break these curses and slash r patterns. So the first one is gratitude. So gratitude says you are capable of more than mere mortal conversation. This is a time of enlightened communication, and you will raise the consciousness of others. You are stepping into self mastery. The gifts that you see in others already live within you. Look at that. So gratitude says, I am so glad that you are in my life. Gratitude raises our vibrations to a higher level. If you are unhappy in a relationship, in any relationship, Lucy reminds you that it is always in your power to change it. There is no mystery to being a good person. Good people just do good things, you guys. And I tell you, good people just do good things, period. Even if people hurt you, you're going to continue to be a good person. So it's like not stopping who you are because you're a good person. Just realizing that not everybody do deserve your like personal effort and sacrifices. But when you have that overflow, if you have more than enough, go ahead and give them a crumb, baby. They can have a crumb. You got a whole loaf of bread. Hell yeah, here you go. But if that's your only, if you don't even got a full loaf of bread, nah, they don't deserve that sacrifice. And only a small amount of people actually deserve your sacrifices while you're still building. But they can get the overflow. So gratitude says, who is the person I admire the most? Why? How can I live at that level? Friendship, deep love, pregnancy, nurturing, unconditional love towards self or others. Appreciation, recognition, and esteem. Meditation. For the next 10 days, spend a few moments each day making a gratitude list. Do not look at the previous day list when you begin each day. At the end of the 10 days, read all the list. Notice what keeps coming up. Are you on your list? So that Queen of Cups, that unconditional love towards yourself and others. And then we have forgiveness. So forgiveness says, amethyst protect us from toxic situation. This card indicates healing and allowing for yourself to return to the natural state of peace. Once again, remember, we never forgive others. We only forgive ourselves for loving others who have betrayed us. This is a time of personal evolution. So forgiveness says we never forgive others. We only forgive ourselves for having judged them. Rhonda's true essence lies not in harboring resentment. She transcends forgiveness because her focus is on her intentions, not on her pain. So it's like you can't, if what you focus on grows. And so it's just like if you have a lot of resentment and pain in your heart, your inner literally creates your outer. Remember that, so it's just like because you're holding on to inner things when it comes to either past relationships or just past resentment, it is going to reflect your outer. It's going to reflect the outer relationships you have. It's going to reflect just how you feel in your outside world. So this is a time of family healing. Can I forgive myself for loving people who have hurt me? Wishes fulfilled, holding on to dreams, past woundings, belonging, self-forgiveness, fulfillment. So literally forgiving yourself. Because I know it's difficult. It's just like, dang, how can I be so stupid to accept this person's behavior or get hurt like this and blase this and blase that? But yeah, it's okay. You did what you knew was best for you during that time, and now that you know better, you're going to do better because you're going to hold yourself to different standards. So meditation says, take a deep breath, exhaling all that does not serve you. Bring forward someone that you are struggling to forgive. See them as a small child. Allow for them to reach out to you. Notice your reaction towards them, which deserves your energy. Holding on to your dream or holding on to resentment. Because it's like, literally, you cannot have your dream life if you have resentment in your heart. It's going to literally slow up your process because you need your heart to build your dreams. But your heart is being like it has resentment in it. It's being held captive. Your heart can create some beautiful things for you, but it can also ruin some things for you because you have to make sure it's pure with the things that you create. And it sucks that people do bad things to good people. That's life. But it's because they're hurt themselves. Doesn't give them an excuse, but it's cool to understand the reality of it. Makes you feel better. It's like, oh, it's because that person went through that. That's why they did that to me. It makes you feel a little bit better about forgiving them. But the forgiveness is literally for yourself because you don't like that feeling in your chest. It don't even feel good. You don't deserve to feel that way. So what additional messages do you have for my Aries? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? Additional message you have for my Aries. So we have the answers you need are coming. Look at the bigger picture. Bring love into the situation. Your commitment is being tested. That's at the bottom of the deck, y'all. The answers you need are coming. So we have full moon in Libra. Win-win forecast is in the outcome. Beautiful. Balance. Libra. Energy. Balance. New moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Beautiful. Because like I said, where you're at right now, you're seeing what boundaries you want to be created for yourself. The thing you should focus on is continuing to stand strong in your boundaries and leave behind the things that you know do not serve you. So good job. And then we have new moon in Gemini. Communication is key. So communicating your truth, communicating your boundaries, expressing your boundaries, standing strong in your boundaries, etc., etc. Look, Athena, it's safe for you to be powerful because you know how to be powerful in a loving way that's benefiting towards yourself and others. So thank you so very much, Spirit. What additional messages do you have for my Aries? Can you show me clearly, please, Spirit? Wow, that card came back out, baby, for you. It came out for you. So at the bottom of the deck, Archangel Raphael, I'm helping you heal physical challenges in yourself and in others. You are a healer just like me. Just know when you are a healer, you attract broken people. Because it's like if you are a healer, you can't heal healed people. You heal broken people. And sometimes broken people hurt because they're not healed. And you have to not take it personally because you know your role. You know your role. So we have Oceana, take action. You are in touch with your truth in this situation and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. That's very beautiful because look, the hidden things are not the hidden things, the things that you should focus on to get to where you want to go. Your boundaries. Lovingly asserting yourself. I love you, but I can't be around you right now. It's like, sorry, not sorry. Then we have Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. They wanted to tell you again. Y'all saw how that shit flew out. They wanted to tell you again. It's okay for you to be powerful. And you are very, very powerful. And you have to create these boundaries to protect your energy and protect your power. Don't give your power to things that drain you. Don't give your power that's going to take you away from the things that you know you can create and that you want to create for yourself. Then we have Chantal. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. So with that being said, I love y'all so much. I hope this message resonated for whoever it is supposed to resonate for. Y'all have a wonderful day on purpose, okay? Toodles.